Don't tell us my car smells at this time of morning. Hello everyone and welcome to an extra midweek video. Yeah, it's Halloween. I thought I'd give you an extra one. Why not? Spoilers rotten.
Almost too generous?
And today I kind of fancied making my very own wand. I thought that would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I've seen loads of different content creators make wands using like hot glue and sticks and stuff. And to be fair, it looks very easy and it looks like something I could do. But I also want to put my own spin on it. I don't know, like a wand that feels wandy to me.
Sounds dirty.
I feel like a wand's a very personal thing and I want a special one to my heart. So with all the other wand making videos that I've seen, people have basically used hot glue and different coloured bits of hot glue and then just some kind of stick. So I've got a bit of bamboo here. I've obviously got a few different colours of hot glue, but then to make it my own, I thought I would kind of make a handle that felt very opulent and sophisticated and fancy. Because I am fancy and I'm very opulent. So I'm going to be making my handle out of genuine, authentic fake pearls. Screams elegant. I'm also going to be using my old shitty glue gun for this because I don't want to ruin my fancy cordless glue gun. I've got it just in case, but I don't want to use it. This glue gun is so knackered it's unreal. Help me! Right, I think I'll start with the handle first. Ooh, I'll start with the big pearls and then work my way up. Yeah, because the handle, I feel, for a wand is the most important part. That's like your gripping, like magic, whatever. So it needs to be special, doesn't it? And all I'm going to do is just stick these like this. This is going to be a very easy craft to make if anyone fancies like a little, I don't know, like a little Halloween thing this year. And you don't have to use bamboo either, you can go get yourself a stick out the garden. And I do like crafts that don't require like a lot of effort and a lot of money and stuff. The thing is, like crafts and having a craft channel, it can actually get quite expensive because craft materials, they're not cheap and it can end up just setting you back by a bit. So it's nice to have like a little, just like a little cheap thing. Obviously you'd have to buy pearls and stuff. I already have pearls because I'm an absolute hoarder, but still. You don't have to use pearls, you could use just some boring rocks if you wanted to. You could harvest some rocks from outside. Not everyone has to be as fancy as me. Not everyone can be as fancy as me. And the thing is, I like a nice little like witchy craft project. But I don't know whether you can remember, I don't know whether it was like last year or the year before or something, when I did that little puppet doll. In fact, I think I've still got it here. Yes, this little thing, this little voodoo doll. And anyway, I made that in like Kirsten X and stuff, and it was all very kind of fun and just like lighthearted and just silly. The amount of people who take that stuff really seriously and like just suck the fun out of it. You should see some of the comments on that video, like...
You mean no harm though you did this to your biggest enemy? Now you have harmed yourself and what you have done to your amazingly beautiful so-called enemy. Who did you no wrong will come back on you tenfold. So mote it be.
I keep hair long.
I like to connect with many demons, but no one exists, and I like to curse my enemies in some way, and Google showed me your video.
You talk too much.
I just feel like saying, calm down. It's, you know, just chill. It was just a little bit of fun. Some people, like, they just need to wind it in a little bit. But no, it's weird. I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I was like, oh, you know, people on the internet, they're very, like, chilled and just stupid and silly and up for a good time. And, you know, they just want to laugh. They just want to, like, let their hair down and... you know, not take life too seriously and stuff. Oh my god, I was wrong. Oh, I was so wrong. There are so many people on the internet that take life way too seriously. I feel like just saying, like, unclench for a while. Just unclench and just relax and enjoy yourself. Just for a little bit. Just for a tiny, just try it for a second and you might enjoy it. It must be exhausting to live and constantly be kind of on guard and trying to be, like, offended and upset about stuff. And I know there's certain stuff that is very offensive and awful, and fair enough, you can feel a certain way about it. I personally just block those people. I just block them out my life and then I don't have to kind of deal with it. But I feel like certain people, they literally live their life wanting to get irritated and wanting to get themselves in that kind of wound up state, and I don't understand why. It's almost like they enjoy it. And don't get me wrong, like, things can piss me off, things can massively piss us off, but I don't intentionally look for it. They just randomly land on my lap, because why wouldn't they? But I feel like some people intentionally go looking for it. It's like, geez, get a life. Anyway, that was a little rant that came out of nowhere, wasn't it?
Is it over?
Right, so we've got this bit as the beginning handle. This feels... this feels really cool, you know. You know what it reminds us of? You know when you go in your bathroom and there's the light switch that hangs from the ceiling by the cord, and it's usually got like a very fancy thing that you pull on? That's what it reminds us of, I don't know why. Let's add some smaller ones to, I don't know, jazz it up a little bit. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that for the handle. Look how cool that is. Isn't that proper mint? That feels, I don't know, it feels right. It really feels right. Right, I'm just gonna let that glue set so none of these pearls kind of drop off, and then we'll move on to the next step. I've made a great start already. I kind of like that how it is. I don't really need to do anything else with it. I will, but I don't need to. Does it stand up on its own? It stands up on its own as well. Fab. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be well good. Okay, so my handle's fully dry now. And the idea is to use your coloured hot glue. I've only got a small bag, so I'm going to be quite sparing with it. But I am going to use like literally every single colour I've got.
Obviously.
And you're just going to basically like swirl it up the wand. I suppose you can just do whatever you want really. As long as it looks kind of whimsical. I suppose that's all that matters. Get rid of this clear glue that I've got on here. I tell you what I might do. Loads of long stripes.
Groundbreaking.
I know that's basic. Very, very basic. But I feel like it'll elongate the wand. And also, it won't like detract from the handle. Yes, long kind of jets of magic coming out. You know what, I've never ever used actual coloured glue in a hot glue gun before. So this is a new experience for us. How exciting. I wonder when it's done, whether we'll actually be able to tell it's just glue. I'm hoping it looks like a little bit different, but I don't know. We'll soon see. Oh, I think the purple's gonna start coming through soon. Oh, that's so much fun. I'll just show you that up close just so you can kind of see it a little bit. I don't know whether you're gonna be able to see that very well at all, but just kind of like a slither of like purple going up. And to be fair, I might actually add a little bit more detail and do maybe some more like intricate swirls within it. I just want to get the full thing covered first, and then I might like decide to do, you know, some finishing detailed bits.
Fancy.
So I've got purple on, let's go for a bit of blue. I know purple's gonna still come out. In fact, I think standing it up might be easier, because then it's not gonna get stuck to my table. Oh, as well, like I woke up this morning, and obviously I live with my dad, like people know I live with my dad. I went in my car yesterday, being a very kind person. I was like, you know what, you can take my car. Said to us this morning, my car smells like mold. It smells like mold and it's got like a weird smell to it. I was like, eh. And he was like, is something like spilled in there, like a milkshake? I was like, no, a milkshake hasn't spilled in my car. And apparently it was that bad. He had to buy an air freshener and put it in my car. So I was just like, what is going on? Like, I know my car's a bit rank, but it's not that bad. So I've just went out this morning to have a look at it to see if it's as bad as it is. And I can't smell anything. And I'm wondering whether either he smelled something that wasn't actually there, maybe he's smelling himself, or whether I'm nose blind and I don't realise my car smells and it really smells bad.
Febreze.
So I'm a little bit concerned. I'm gonna investigate further because I do have a habit of throwing rubbish into the footwell of the passenger side of my car because I never have any passengers in my car.
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely.
So I'm wondering whether something's potentially spilt in there, but I don't know, I don't really eat or drink. Well, I do drink in my car. I had a coffee the other day, but I'm sure I took the coffee out. Did I take the coffee out? I know at one point I did have a milky coffee in my car. It's just dawned on us there, but I'm almost certain I took it out, unless it slipped under the seat at some point. I don't know, I'm gonna have to investigate. Yeah, fancy telling us my car smells. Rude. And it was this morning as well, and I'd literally only just woke up, and when I've just woke up, I'm very grumpy, so it's like, don't tell us my car smells at this time of morning. Haven't even had my breakfast yet, and you're telling us I've got a smelly car. But don't worry, after my investigations, if I do find a mouldy coffee or anything, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm just gonna pretend nothing happened. I do remember when I say younger, like back in the day.
A long time ago.
When I was getting my first car and stuff. Obviously I didn't have money to buy my own car, so I would just get my brother's old cars handed down to us when he got a new one. And I remember one time, it was a Clio, I believe, that he gave us, and it was in such bad condition. I remember it absolutely stunk, like really bad, smelled really, really shockingly bad. And I peeled up all the carpets inside this car, and like there was like pools of just like slimy, watery stuff underneath all the carpets. It was absolutely horrific. And that's the condition my brother used to leave his cars, so I'm not taking after him. I'm not gonna start having a mouldy car, absolutely not. I remember it was horrible. It took ages to get the smell out, and he even admitted, he said he'd bought some milk one time, a big carton of milk, and it had tipped over in his car and spilled. And I was like, alright, so did you like clean it up? And he's like, nah, just left it. Oh great, so that's what it is, mouldy milk. Alright, we'll go for a bit of pink now, gorgeous. I think the good thing about these as well is you can do anything you want with them. Obviously you can use hot glue, but you could use like clays, you could do anything really to make your own wand. And I think like handmade wands, they sell for a lot of money too. So it might be a little craft project you want to invest in and start doing yourself, I don't know. I suppose you could paint it and stuff as well. Oh no, one of my pearls has come off. I do think this one's going to be quite an ornamental wand. I don't think you want to go out and start casting spells with it, because especially the pearls, they're going to fall off. In fact, I'm going to use this yellow to add some like bands going around it. I think that'll be quite cool, just to break it up a little bit. Alright, I think that's the last yellow band I want. And then, just on the very end, I'm going to try and like create, I don't know, just like an interesting blob of yellow. Alright, I think that's all I want to do. Right, I'm going to let this dry and then I'll show you, well, I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to stick that pearl on that I've lost. And then I'll show you the wand up close and personal and cast some spells. Oh, how fun. Okay, so here's my finished wand in all of its glory. I'm going to try and give you a close-up. Like, look at that. I think it looks pretty cool. It's definitely funky and it's not something you would kind of usually see. And then, if I just zoom you out, look at the length on that. Oh, who doesn't like a long wand? And then we can perform some spells. Bippity boppity, turn you into a froggy little bitch. Oh, what else? What other spells do I know? Hocus pocus, don't touch my food. That's a good one. That's when you're like eating together and someone tries to steal off your plate and it's like, no, I've got my wand, put that food back. Oh, I'm losing another pearl. I haven't made this very well. I'll just put it to one side. Shh. I told you it's an ornamental wand. There we go. Oh my god, wouldn't I make a cool witch? Wouldn't I make like a proper cool wizard witch kind of person? Oh, I totally would. I like my wand. I think it's proper fun. Stop it, please, I beg you! Anyway, I think that just about does it for this little wand making adventure. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, what a nice little extra Halloween treat. Ah, just proper spoiled yours today, didn't I? And I guess I'll be seeing you on Friday for the conclusion of Halloween and what I like to do on Halloween. Shall I give you a hint as to what I'm planning and what I'm up to? Give us 1 second, I'll try and find something. I don't want to give too much away. So this person might be very important throughout the entire thing. Oh, who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. Oh, very mysterious. You'll have to subscribe and then you won't miss the video. Or you can just wait till Friday and remember that it's coming out. And another thing I will say is I've already recorded that video. My legs are still hurting from it. Like the calves and the like, what's this bit of your leg called? This bit here. I don't know what kind of muscle that is. Whatever that muscle's called, it feels like I've run a marathon. Like my legs are like jelly. So that also might give you a little hint as to what I'm up to or what I'm going to be up to. So I'll see you then for that Halloween, whatever it might be, mystery surprise, fun time video. The thing is though, I know people like cast spells with wands and stuff. I would want to like smack someone over the face with it. It would be a nice slapping one. It would just proper like slap someone across the face, just like really nice. I can guarantee it would make a nice whipping sound. That's what I like.